And now we're on into game number 2 for this consolation match from Dreamhack Summer 2013. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 2 players today. Top left side of the map, the blue Zerg player here on Belshir Vestige. It's going to be a Liquid TLO. And on the other side of the map, the victor from last game, who's up 1-0 this series, is going to be Star Tails Life. Life, the red Zerg player, down on the bottom right side of the map. Last game went for a 10 pool straight into a Baneling Nest to kick off the game, kickstart the game off for us, and kind of evened out a little bit there. Life actually going for a 9 pool this game, figuring, you know what, 10 pool, not quick enough, need the 9 pool. So Life showing some very aggressive play in the ZvZ today. Going for that 9 pool, but so yeah, last game Life stopped that hatchery from TLO, kind of evened up the game a little bit. Unfortunately, TLO went for the melee upgrades, which didn't help him out too much. As in the late game, the final fight was between roaches and hydras, and roaches and infestors, and that fight went to Life. TLO going with a hatch first opening here. Which is bad news for TLO, because whenever one person goes for tech and economy, they're spending their money on tech and economy. Actually, in this situation, it's not tech, it's just economy. And your opponent goes straight in for army, you're at the disadvantage only if he applies pressure. If he goes for army and doesn't attack, then he's thrown his advantage right out the window. So it's not just making the Zerglings. You actually have to do something with those Zerglings. So the 6 Zerglings are heading out across the map, and when will this Overlord see it? Yep, there it is, just in the nick of time. If that Overlord was just a couple seconds later, it would have snuck right through there. And now what is TLO's response going to be? Already got the Spore Crawler, already has the spawning pool halfway done, so he really can't do anything until that Spine Crawler. Spawning pool. There's too many S's in this game. Zerg with all the S's. Yeah, he can't really do anything until that spawning pool's done. He can't make queens, he can't make spine crawlers, he can't make Zerglings, and those are all things that he needs to do this game to stay alive. So once again, we're going to see Life here just use this early Zergling pressure to stop the expansion and allow him to throw up the expansion of his own. TLO sees this, so he knows, okay, this isn't really going to be an all-in. This is just going to be Life applying pressure, getting an early game at lead, and he just has to hold off these Zerglings. He really doesn't need to overmake Zerglings. That could also make this attack from Life do even more damage if he overmakes Zerglings in this situation. And Life was just, droning up behind this and just makes a couple Zerglings for defense. But a little bit of a micro battle here between both the players, but I think since his reinforcements pop out here from TLO, he should be able to hold this off. He's going to have the Queen out too, and as soon as that Queen comes out, that's going to really stop Life from being able to poke in and out like this. The Queen can just shoot there the whole time, but if the Queen gets surrounded, that's going to be bad news. But no, Life not going to go for the surround. I thought he may have just sacrificed those Zerglings, went for the surround, but no, he's going to go over here and try and work on this hatchery. But as soon as the Queen shows up, this should get saved. He really needs to save this. If TLO cannot save this expansion, he's going to be in such a bad situation. He needs to keep those Zerglings alive to defend this Queen, because the Queen can get surrounded just like this, and now he's trapped and he's going to get killed, but enough Zerglings show up. Wait! Oh, God, that was so close. Oh my God, I thought TLO was going to hold that off and keep that Queen alive, but no, it didn't work out. So now we have to keep an eye on these hatchery timings. Look at this, TLO's is only halfway done, while Life's is already done, and he's making drones behind this. He's got gas going so he can get speed up pretty soon. Speed about halfway done here for TLO, so TLO has got some questions. So he's making a Baneling Nest, so this is definitely TLO applying pressure. He sees this. He's going to see the hatchery, and if he sees the drones popping out here, that may, infuse him even more to apply the pressure. But nope, looking like he was going to go in there, but nope, after he saw that Queen decided to fall back. Life's Overlord's forced to retreat. Only Zerglings being produced for TLO here, and that speed is close to being done, and as soon as Life sees that speed, that may, that's definitely going to put some alarm bells going off in his head. He's going to have to realize, okay, he's got speed this quick, and I need to put up some defense. He's going to probably need to make a Baneling Nest of his own. He can make that in about 2 gas right now. The Zerglings get completely surrounded, so TLO gets a nice trapper, and all the Zerglings' speed finishes beforehand. And now the drone is just out here scouting, seeing what else he can see. He sees all this extra swarm of Zerglings coming out. This is going to cause Life to make some more Zerglings in defense, but isn't going to be enough. The Banelings are now being produced by TLO out here at the ramp. Queen's going to get picked off here from Life as well, but Life doing a pretty good job trying to keep those queens in the best actual possible position in between these mineral patches, reducing the surface area there that TLO has. And these Banelings, if they make some good connects here, that could be just bad news. Oh, wow. I think he only got 2 there, but that one was a pretty big one. And now just the unit count from TLO is way too much. 21 versus 10, a 2-to-1 lead. The queens are going to get killed off. Life's queens are so low. There goes one, and there goes the second one. Drones are now fighting, but speed is not yet done for Life. And the speed Zerglings are just so much more effective than just non-speed Zerglings. It's just amazing how much speed just causes players, just gives them better advantages. Another Baneling goes off there, and now the speed is done for both players, so it's sort of evened out, but I mean, it's hard to say. The Zergling lead is still going on for TLO, so if TLO just continues to reach Zerglings and Life doesn't get a good Baneling hit off here with the Baneling nest that just finished, TLO could take out this expansion. That would give him a big lead. And TLO getting some revenge from early on in the game whenever he lost that hatchery, but no, it's not going to happen. It looks like he's going to get one Baneling nest, or one Baneling going to pop out here. If that connects, Life has to be so close with this. He cannot die to that one Baneling, but he's going to sacrifice 4 Zerglings to take it out now with a couple Banelings of his own. Now Life has, I guess, stabilized. It's hard to say here. Battle going in the middle of the map. Both of these players, the Zergling Baneling micro battles are always so intense. One Baneling goes off there, doesn't get too much. I think it only hit like 1 or 2 Zerglings. Not really cost effective. That was a good one. Life. Oh, wow, it's just so close. The red and blue fighting back and forth. More Zerglings streaming out from Life. Life is definitely putting on the pressure. TLO looking to play defensive right now. He throws up a Spine Crawler. No reason to put up a Spine Crawler if you're going to play defensive. Or sorry, no reason to throw up a Spine Crawler if you're going to play offensive unless you're proxying it in their base. With like an early pull, but that's definitely not the situation here. He's got to stay alive here. TLO now on the defense. He's got some Zerglings of his own. Baneling nest, as I said earlier, is done for Life. He's got his own Banelings popping out here. Now the Banelings are going to slowly sneak on him, but the Spine Crawler can't 2-shot them, so he has to be careful with that. Oh, wow. Well, look at that. Life just sneaking right on past those Banelings. Now the Banelings for both players exploded on that Spine Crawler, and a huge connection there. TLO takes out so many Zerglings. But look at this. More Zerglings follow this up, and he might get trapped there. Wow, great position there from TLO. Life throws down the GG, and TLO takes the victory. At the end of the game here, work count 23 versus 16. And let's see, the unit count is 13 versus 8. So, yeah, TLO with definitely a good attack defense. And like attack and defense, just back and forth. Just a straight up micro Zergling Baneling battle. Those are always so fun to watch. Players, this is so hard to do. Just micro those Zerglings and Banelings back and forth. And if you mess up once, if you just lose like 6 or more Zerglings to a single Baneling, that just throws the favor in your opponent's side so much. So another good ZvZ here from Life and TLO. It's tied up 1-1. We're going to move on into game number 3 coming up next. Thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments in the comment section. See you next time.